101, 102.
Well, hi there. Al Foster here, coming to you from McDowell's Gym in downtown Winnipeg. What's that in the air? Why, it's football season, of course. Club teams, high school, university, even the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are starting their training camps. And on this episode of Sports Select Sports Talk, we're going to take a close look at a workout program and a gym geared specifically towards football players. How about you bench? Sports Select Sports Talk starts now. And to kick off the show, we've actually taken things outside to the parking lot beside McDowell's where, as you can, well, they were working hard. They got to take a break. We got some kids working hard here on their skills for football. Joining us now is the co-owner and one of the guys who helps run the Explode football program. That's Dave Beakley. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, anytime.
Let's start from the beginning and talk a bit about Explode football itself, how you guys came to be doing this here in Winnipeg.
It actually started a long time ago, 2006. Chris McDowell trained myself and 6 or 7 other Bison teammates. And it wasn't a formal program back then. And upon graduating from the Manitoba Bisons, Chris and I sat down and looked around the city, and there was no real program for football. And we decided everyone in the city attacks hockey, and we're the hockey trainers, so Chris and I said, let's be the football guys. And started with 6 kids in 2008, and last year we were up to just under 60. It's just grown, word of mouth, putting out good product. We've had some kids very successful. Thomas Miles trained with us since grade 9, and he's now with the Argos. Evan Gill, only time will tell when where he's going to end up. You know, and young men like these, again, it's going to be another year or two, what university they go to, what junior team they go to, and you know, it's that work that gets new kids coming. They want to train where these guys trained, so it's been very successful. Talk a little bit about where the idea also came, Dave. Like, are you modeling it after maybe a certain program in the States, or is this really something from the ground up that you developed? A bit of both. I mean, Chris and I couldn't take all the credit, and we didn't, you know, reinvent the wheel. We like to take theories from a number of guys. I've got a powerlifting background, and we implement some of that. Chris has been very successful with strongman, and you know, flipping tires and doing yoke. We've implemented a lot of that, and then just sound fundamentals in the gym. Proper programming, proper rep ranges, making individual programs for athletes. So we've kind of taken bits and pieces from Joe DeFranco in New Jersey and Charles Poliquin, Canadian, who he's in the U.S. now. Westside Barbell, just different big programs that we take stuff that we try ourselves and we like it, and then we apply it with our athletes.
I bet you, like, just looking at the size of some of the guys you work with too, nutrition's a big thing too.
Yeah, we harp on nutrition. I mean, we probably come across like parents half the time. Kids come in at 4 o'clock. What'd you eat today? What'd you have for breakfast? Let me see your lunch kit. You know, they leave the gym and we're like, have a snack. Make sure you have one on you. Where's your protein shake? And it's very, very important, and something that's very overlooked. You know, some of these kids and some parents even, what's the difference between a carbohydrate and a protein? And you know, simple things like that, a lot of people don't know, and a lot of us take for granted that we do know that kind of stuff. So we teach these kids, and we help teach the parents. We understand we can't tell a kid to have steak for breakfast when they're not buying the groceries, right? So we do a lot of work with parents where, you know, this is what your son or daughter should be eating. This is how many times a day they should be eating. This is why it's important, so they understand why their kids are, you know, why am I eating at 10 o'clock before I go to bed? I thought it was bad for me, you know what I mean? But if you eat the right things and you're trying to put on weight, it's a very good thing for you. So we go over that kind of stuff with them.
Working with young bodies, I bet, too, is a challenge, right? Because you always got to be conscious of injury, that type of thing, and it's something you must take a great deal of care in as well. Yeah,
a lot of programming. Every athlete, every client, regardless of sport or profession, goes through a full assessment with us. We look how tight are their hips. We look how strong is their back, where are their shoulders at. Is the rotator cuff strength equal to how much they can press or how heavy they can chin up? And in doing that, you can put together a program that's appropriate for each individual athlete. We have a 15-year-old here that's 6'3", 270 pounds. You're not going to train him like a 15-year-old that's 4'11" and 90 pounds. challenge, right?
Yeah.
And we go through the proper steps with that. You know, we might bump that 15-year-old up to train with 17-year-olds because it's better for them, or you might have a 17-year-old that's just a little underdeveloped. You know, and you bring their programming back a little bit without making anyone feel excluded.
The results speak for themselves, seeing some of the size of some of the CIS guys and the pro guys you've worked with now. You must never get tired of seeing the results that happen with a program like this.
It's what keeps us energized. You know, Explode Football to us, we've done it 2007, 2008, 2009. These kids, it's new. Every year you have new kids and it's new to them. So seeing what they can do is what keeps the program fresh for us. New personalities, new results. You know, you get a kid that's just, or a parent that talks about their kid where I can't get him out in front of the mirror, and you know he's got these pecs now on his shoulders and he can't stop looking at himself, and you know it goes a long way onto the football field where if you feel good about your body, you're going to go out and you're going to perform better. And you know, it never gets old hearing from kids. I did this at school and guys couldn't believe it, and I tested this and my coaches couldn't believe what I did, and you know it's very, very gratifying.
Well, we're going to learn a little bit more about what it takes to get through the Explode program right after this. Stay with us.